Now we have Dr. Natasha Saini from Abhilashi Group of Institutions, Mandi, Himachal Pradesh, India. Dr. Natasha will be delivering a talk on promotion of bamboo in women entrepreneurship and empowerment. So let me introduce you with Dr. Natasha. Dr. Natasha, the assistant professor in Department of Botany, Abhilashi Group of Institutions, has been associated with bamboo for the last 8 years. She did her PhD from Punjab University, Chandigarh, working on the nutritional aspect of processing of bamboo shoots. She is also the founder of Bamboo Heart, a sustainable brand which mainly focuses on products based on bamboo, along with other eco-friendly things which support and strengthen the local communities while amalgamating the modern techniques with the traditional system. So I welcome you, Dr. Natasha, and please go ahead with your presentation. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mamta ji, for introducing me, and my warm all the speakers and the attendees here. Very happy World Bamboo Day. And I want to share that I'm highly privileged to be present at this event. There were times when we compete to present our papers at such events, but today we are invited as speakers. All the credit goes to our supervisor and mentor, Professor Nirmala, who is constantly supporting, motivating, and pushing us to do better and better in our lives. So, moving to the topic of today, I am going to talk about the potential and promotion of bamboo in women entrepreneurship and empowerment. So if we go back to a few decades and think a bit, we will realize that we were surrounded by bamboo all over. From our houses to the household, our routines, our daily routines could not be completed without bamboo. But with the changing times, with industrialization, with revolutions and inventions, the traditional bamboo culture is being diminished. And if we look upon the present crisis or present situation, the foremost crisis in front of us are environmental problems. We are facing global warming, we are facing climate change, we are facing hazardous plastic pollution, and many more things. I can say that because we are playing with nature, so nature is also playing with us. But if we give love to her, she will love us back. And bamboo is a plant which can connect us with the mother nature again. So, and in current situations, as we are looking for the sustainable future, so bamboo is the key for sustainable future. It is the fastest growing plant. It is a woody grass that is a potential substitute of wood. These all things have been explained previously in other presentations also. It is a renewable resource. If we cut a culm sustainably, it can be generated again next year in rainy season, and it can be matured within 3 to 4 months or 5 months. And it can grow in any marginal condition. We can grow it anywhere. It has high carbon sequestration capability, high tensile strength, high flexibility, and these properties can be explored to make many kind of products and buildings and what cannot. When we talk about entrepreneurship or empowerment of women, I'll start with the quote of our former president, Dr. Kalam. He believed that our education system should be like that. When our universities produce graduates, they should be able to generate employments rather than being employment seekers. And what I believe that when we create jobs, when we generate employments, we empower ourselves as well as many more. And when entrepreneurship is there, women get empowered. And why women empowerment is important. Empowering women, it is essential to the health and social development of families, communities, and countries. Women empowerment is just not limited to just economic independence, but it also belongs to self-confidence, self-reliance, gender equality, and many other things. The rights to do anything which a male can do. When you educate a woman, she will be empowered, and educated women can take good decisions. And in our Indian system, it is believed that women is the Ghar ki Lakshmi. She runs the family. It depends on her how a family will be. A happy woman, an empowered woman can take good decisions. She can raise a happy family, and a happy and well communities will be raised with that. So, and why bamboo for this cause? According to INBAR, there is a shift in demand of bamboo products from rural to urban markets. And it is due to, as I already said, we are facing so much of environmental crisis, so much of pollution, so much of bad things happening on the earth. So people are getting aware to green and environmental friendly products. They want to shift from the plastic waste or cheaper products and towards the better sustainable options. And it brings that bamboo and retin-like products toward the larger global markets. And it also creates the opportunity to offer women more involvement in production and income generation from bamboo and these kind of products. And it is also believed that money earned by women is more effectively invested in the long-term future of the households and other things than money earned by men. So moving forward, when we talk about women entrepreneurship and empowerment with bamboo, it can be divided into many sectors like organizational level, research and innovation, marketing, groundwork related to crafting, food industry, cosmetics, and many more things, which there's a vast area. So first I would love to start with the women in bamboo organization. So when women they start the organization or they're linked with these kind of organizations, they are connecting people. They connect people to each other. They are spreading awareness regarding bamboo, its resources, its uses, and all the things. They are providing platforms to students, to researchers, to budding entrepreneurs. They are raising funds for many causes related to bamboo, like research, innovations. They are organizing events for where bamboo enthusiasts they can meet up, they can share their ideas and visions, and nonetheless they are influencing and motivating people to make bamboo strong and work with it. So now I am going to introduce two leading women who are related to such bamboo organizations. They don't need any introduction. Ma'am Suzanne Lucas and Professor C. Nirmala. If I share my story, how I started my own company, it is Professor Nirmala's vision that has inculcated in my mind. It was her who broke the taboos in our minds because as a researcher, as having an academic background, there was a taboo that how can I sell something? How can I be in a market? I should be being a PhD. How can I do that? But it was her who always said that if we give employment to a single person, even that is counted. If you are giving, if you are being a reason for bread and butter for anybody, whether it is a smaller level or at a larger level, that is worth significant. So I just want to indicate that such people had, or such women has such impact that they can be an ideal for youth and they can motivate them to do anything. Then I'll talk about the women in research innovation and moreover in marketing. So this is a modern world and they have modern problems. So modern problems, they need modern solutions. So, and problems can be worked upon through research. Then comes innovations. Through research, we can innovate new ideas, new things, and it will end up into the solution. I'll take one problem of current situation, that is plastic pollution, and bamboo has given us solutions. I have started this company, Bamboo Hut, and launched some of the products which we are using at daily basis, and they are completely plastic-free and made up of bamboo. Whether it is a toothbrush, earbuds, tongue cleaners, mugs, speakers, and many more things. You will be amazed to know that the toothbrush, which we are using on a routine basis daily, it is the second largest source of plastic pollution around the globe. Every year, more than 3 billion toothbrushes are dumped. and they are not going to get destroyed. They are staying there in landfills or in some ocean, and then it is getting converted into microplastic and coming to our food chain and harming us again. So there is bamboo research for this replacement. We can start with a small step. Likewise, by the next year, India is banning many single-use plastic things like straws, earbuds, and cutlery, etc. So these kind of things can we need to have some better options, sustainable option, and bamboo can be the one because it has so much strength, it has so much potential, it can bend, it can be stripped, it can be done with anything. And along with that, when we innovate certain ideas, they need to reach to population. Otherwise, they don't have any use. They will remain in papers. So for that, we need people to market them. We need people to make spread awareness. And I am introducing some women who are doing this work beautifully. This is Shubhashree Paul. Let us hear her.
Hi, my name is Subhashri. I've been working with Ambush for products for the past 1 year. We are manufacturers of bamboo toothbrushes and other eco-friendly. So over the years, we have been exploiting Mother Earth, and it's time for us to give something. If each person becomes a bit more conscious, the world will be a much more better place to live in. So I am doing my part, and it is an earnest request to everyone to come forward and join us in this initiative of making the world a plastic-free world. Thank you.
There's another woman who is leading.
This is Shambhavi Mahajan from Bamboo Studio. Bamboo Studio is an initiative taken to reduce the use of plastic and to switch to bamboo. Products are having like they can.
Sorry.
Hi, this is Shambhavi Mahajan from. Products are having like they can be reused again and again. So so these are the little contribution which our people can make in order to save our planet Earth.
There another woman, this is Elena Jan. She is working with Namaste Bamboo, and she believes that she can make a change by taking up bamboo in her as a business. And she is a single mother, and she finds bamboo a source to empower her. Then Indrani Mukherjee, she is also working in the same sector, and she believes that indirectly through bamboo she can contribute to Mother Earth. Then we'll talk about the women in bamboo art and craft, how it is empowering them. It is believed that bamboo wood is very suitable for women to process and work upon because it is light and easy to handle. It can be split linearly, so it is easy to process. And hand skills such as weaving work or interlacing, it can be easily done by women. It is believed that these are the inherent qualities which women have. They can work in crafting sector very well. Moreover, women in rural areas, they sometimes they want to work, they want to get out of the houses, they want to generate their own income, but they couldn't do it due to many reasons. So bamboo can empower them. They can do the work, they can generate their incomes through crafting at their households and empower them. They become independent, they become happy, they can support their own family, they can support their daughters. And along with that, there are many communities who are adopting there are entrepreneurs who are adopting such communities when women work at home and they collect the products from them and market them. There are many, and along with that, there are many trainings which are being run by the government, like National Bamboo Mission, Grameen Koshan Yojana, and through INBAR and all many things, which train these kind of women and make them skilled to earn on their own. So there are certain glimpses from such trainings and women. along with that, I want to introduce another thing that with these skills, you can be a trainer. Women can be a trainer in bamboo handicrafts. I want to introduce a lady that is Pushpa Devi. She is a trainer in bamboo handicrafts, belongs to Himachal Pradesh, but she is training people all around the India, all across the India. And due to these things, these women, they can get exposure, they can visit the different places, they can get knowledge, they can learn many things, they feel the power of independence. So in this way, bamboo can empower women at this community level. Then we will talk about women in bamboo food industry, because bamboo shoots, the young shoots of bamboo, they are highly nutritious and they have functional properties. They have many bioactive compounds. And Santosh has already told a lot of things about this, so I'll move forward. And bamboo is a rich delicacy at high-end restaurants, so it can be taken up as a culinary art. Women can become culinary artists by learning many cuisines of bamboos and learn to present, how to present them. They can work in pharmaceutical potential of bamboos, as they have many bioactive compounds, many medicinal properties. They can also work in processing and packaging industry, because this will enhance the transportation value and market value of bamboos in global market also. They can also work in value addition sector with bamboo shoots. And with that, I also want to share that some women are already doing this at at a small level. These are the glimpses of Emma Market, Manipur. Women there, they are selling bamboo shoots in raw form as well as processed form in fermented forms. It cannot be seen anywhere in India. It can only be seen in Manipur, Imphal. Also, along with these traditional practices, there are women who are starting up with these enterprises. This is Miss Monica. She has started Monica Enterprises in Imphal, India. She has launched bamboo cookies and bamboo pickle along with many more products. She has started these things at the city, but has plans to reach these things to a global market. Besides all these things, what I want to say, when we are procuring bamboos, there is a need of plantation also. So women can also work in plantation or propagation sector of bamboos. These are some women who are associated with forest department. They are taking the bamboo sapling to the forest land to plant them. This is also a way to generate incomes and becoming empowered. With all this, I want to thank you all with this quote that empowered women empower women. Because if a woman motivates another woman, if a woman supports another woman, they can do anything. In my life also, I have a pack of women. My mentor, Professor C. Nirmala, my sister, who has always pushed me to chase my dreams. It was due to her that I have started this journey. And my mother, who has always supported and believed in me. Thank you so much for bearing with me and being patient.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Natasha. And I must say it was a great presentation. I personally liked it. So thank you again for such an encouraging talk. And we congratulate you for creating such a great innovative startup of eco-friendly daily essentials, which is being manufactured out of bamboo. And we wish you all the luck of it. It's a success, and keep encouraging us. And Dr. Natasha, you can post your email ID or web links of your startup in the chat box, so that if anybody, any participant can reach out to you, so you can post your details on the chat box. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Natasha. Yeah.